It's been a long time. I should have left you when I on into step two, a step two, step two, a step two, a step two. Please tell me why I don't know the lyrics to that song. Just take away my black heart. I can't believe I still don't know the lyrics to that song. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Atlanta. Now I gotta say that. My name is Atlanta. Bars. All right, I'm done. I promise I'm done. I promise I'm done. Welcome to my channel. My name is Atlanta. So here on my channel, I love to naturalize money talk and discuss everything in between. So if this is your first time to my channel, make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. I really appreciate you guys for being here. So lately on my channel, speaking of naturalizing money talk, it's been a lot of money discussions. I had people and guests on my channel discussing their careers or just their money story and their journeys, right? So there've been a tons of money talk, but I realized that I have been doing a disservice to you all. So please accept my apology. I will do better. But I've been doing a disservice because I've been neglecting, right? The everything in between, those discussions in between. And one in particular is my own personal story of the things that I have experienced, and most actually up to recently, something I haven't experienced that I found that I haven't shared with you guys about this incident. And I think that not only I'm doing myself a disservice to you all without sharing, but I find it therapeutic to express yourself and those emotions and those feelings of what you were experiencing at that time. And you never know, maybe someone can find some kind of, inspiration in it, or can find confidence. I don't know, something. But I want to share that specifically because with social media and the internet, it's all smoke and mirrors. We are constantly sharing positive stories, sharing highlight moments of our lives and experiences, but we fail to share the lows as well, our failures, things that we are suffering from, or however, right? So I want to place it out there. Not everything is a success. And I do find failures are successes as well, because you learn from those failures. So I want to share my story. So as you can see from the title, I closed on my first home, and a month later, I was laid off. So it was a very challenging, scary time for me, and I want to share that story with you guys. So if you guys are interested and you want to know more, make sure you subscribe and like, and stay tuned. So 2020 was an extremely difficult year for a lot of people. It was an unprecedented year. No one ever seen something like this before. And I do want to acknowledge all the people that have lost their loved ones from the pandemic and from the virus. So I do want to acknowledge that. So it was very tough. Anxiety, fears, everything was going on. But I would say that I found a lot of gratitude for myself in early 2020, is because earlier in the year, entering the year 2020, I actually left my employer for, I think I was with them for almost 4 years, and I was able to get a new position under the same healthcare industry field, making more money, something I always wanted to do, and just transitioning out of my company. So I started in March 2020, which was actually the pinnacle of the pandemic. So shutdown just started all across the globe, and I was working remotely. Looking back, with the company I was working for and my job, it was a lot of red flags. Even up until me getting hired, it was a lot of red flags. And I did recognize that the company had a lot of smoke and mirrors, right? And in retrospect, I ignored my gut feeling to stay put of where I was because I was comfortable. But something told me that I should just transition. I was ready to transition out. So I think that's what kind of led me to leave my previous employer, and also the money. Of course, follow the money, right? That's not should always be the case. But so the money and the promotion raise was, it was definitely an advantage, an incentive to leave. So getting to the company 2020, we had to work remote. Everything just like shifted 100% remote. Well, keep in mind the position was a bit of hybrid. So I did travel, and we was working remote, but I think everything kind of shifted 100% remote. So with the pandemic and, the year, the economy, like everything was like transitioning, a lot of changes. No one knew what was going on. It was just so much anxiety at the company. And I can honestly say I'd never been so unhappy at an organization than I was there. I expressed to my friends, my close friends, my family, of how unhappy I was. The anxiety in me was increasing every day. It just was a lot, even, becoming more of a medical issue because of the anxiety. It just wasn't I just wasn't the right fit for the company, and a lot of toxic things that were occurring at that time. And I do recall, I think writing it down or telling someone, I'm not sure. I recall telling someone either, they're going to let me go or, I'm just going to quit. But, I couldn't quit at the time because of the pandemic. There was no one hiring. So it was the fear that I just didn't want to let go of the position. And also keep in mind, I was still in 2020 at that time, I was still completing my master's. So at a job I hated, so much of toxicity occurring, management, all that just all negative. Trying to finish my graduate degree, my master degree. And then in the midst of it as well, I decided to buy a house. And for me purchasing the house, I was really conflicted because I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. Then some people tell me not to. Some people would tell me go for it. The interest rate are so low. Go for it. And I just went for it. I'm like, you know what? C'est la vie. Let's see. So I started the home buying process. Keep in mind, I still had a gut feeling about my job. I wasn't sure, but I was like, you know what? This is the time. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go full throttle. I'm just going to look for a home. And it was just a lot going on with the job, the culture there, finishing my degree, looking for a home while, during the pandemic, which is very interesting, trying to search for a home while people are still in lockdown mode, right? Very interesting. Maybe I should make a video about that, my home buying process. But yeah, back to the story. And it was just a crazy time for me. But I think after like a month or two, I'll say, give and take, after a month and two, after I was getting bid out and most homes at that time was just starting to sell off the market. Like they were going like hot pancakes. Like as soon as a home hit the market, it was under contract. I remember times where I will schedule a home viewing with open house with one of my agents, with the agent I had. And within a day, if I want to put, a contract on it, it was already under contract. It was just going so fast. It was just crazy to me. So I found this place, and I think I put this place under contract even before I actually physically seen this place, because I think I was traveling somewhere, and my real estate agent, was able to just, send me the photos, and I like the photo. I'm like, just go ahead and put it on a contract. We'll just go from there. Because I think I was just getting so frustrated of being, outbid and people just taking over homes that I really like. I was really interested in buying. So that was that. Fast forward, I was able to finally close on the home after inspections. I think I did 2 or 3 inspections after I'll provide my earnest money. With earnest money, it's like, I guess an honorary, money that you provide to the seller to say that in good faith, if, the inspection, everything passed, this is the money we give you. Right. So all that was placed. Things are in escrow. Like, we're just going along, and, the sellers were just tremendously nice. Right. We were able to, negotiate on some of the furniture. I have I purchased like two flat screen TVs that are mounted on the wall from them, because they were moving from one city to the other, and they were trying to take a less amount of things with them. So I'm like, yo, I need some things. I need furniture. So like, yeah, let's work it out. So they gave me an awesome deal. They gave me a really cool, good deal, and I'm really happy with what I purchased for them. So it actually made the moving process very easy for me, because I don't have, a family of my own. So I had to kind of do everything from one apartment to a townhome or a townhouse, a home. So that making that transition. So I was able to close on my home. In the midst of that, again, it's still a headache at work, like a major headache at work. And something just told me at that point, I think that I already knew I was going to leave, but I was going to wait until after I closed on my home, and, kind of wait out the pandemic to see if I can just apply to more jobs, right? Till the economy start picking back up. But something in my bones kind of told me that something ain't right. Like I was having these like lucid dreams about something happening, but I wasn't sure. So, but aside from that, close on the house, sign my life away for 30 years, right? Sign my life away. Just happy, man. I was just happy. And I think a week or 2 later, after I signed, closed on the home, I completed my master's degree. Like your girl, it was popping, right? I was just really, really excited to complete my master's degree, because God knows I didn't think I was gonna make it. All my life I've been fighting. But no, I didn't think I was going to make it. I started my master's degree. My master's degree is in healthcare administration. I started my master's degree in June of 2019. So this is prior for me transitioning to the employer I was working for in early 2020. So, and it's tough working full time. Even though the program was everything was online, it's still tough, remaining disciplined and being at work, computer, meetings, everything. Then you have to log on a computer again, to do your work and be consistent and, you know, talk to your professors. It was a lot. And I was juggling a lot. But I was just so proud of myself to be done. Like, this is the goal that I set out for, and I actually completed. Like, I don't think I congratulate myself enough of everything that was going on, from moving, from negotiation, from closing, learning what's an escrow, learning percentage of a close, you know, closing fees and all this. It's just like, and I was just like, yo, I did that. Like, I actually did it, right? I was really proud of myself. But I didn't celebrate it, you know, like I will. Like, everybody was reaching out to me, you know, congratulating me on the new home, and of course, you know, finishing my master's program. But I didn't really celebrate like I wanted, because, you know, this was right after the holidays, the Thanksgiving holidays, you know, and most people were still reluctant, which is needed, and apprehensive about the pandemic, and people are getting sick. And, you know, I live here in Florida. We all know what that means. I live here in Florida, so we were always open. So there was just a lot going on. So I just put my celebrations on standstill, right? So I didn't really get to celebrate my open house. I didn't get to celebrate completing my master's, right? But, you know, I still felt that celebratory, you know, moment within myself. So it was a lot going on. It was just a lot going on, but I was happy, right? I'm like, yo, this is done. A weight has been lifted. Closed on my home. 2 weeks later, I completed my master degree. So this is in November of 2020, right after the Thanksgiving holiday. So entering December, entering the last month of the year. And then again, I just, you know, I felt something was up. I wasn't sure. So when I received the call, the call, right? The call, of being laid off. I can't tell you the level of anxiety that hit me. Like, I felt like someone had their hand on my throat, and I can breathe. I have enough oxygen, right, to breathe. Like, the pressure was enough, but I still felt as though I couldn't talk. That's how the anxiety felt inside of me. And they're talking, and only thing I could think about is, what the F am I going to do? That's only thing I could think about. Like, what am I going to do? Got off the conference call or Skype, whatever. And I just sat in my office, the guest room. I just sat there in disbelief. In absolute disbelief. Like, I closed on my home. I completed my master degree, getting all the likes on Facebook. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. You're so inspiration. Congratulations. You're fired. You're being laid off. Whatever. I was scared. I was terrified. I felt like I wanted to cry, but I couldn't. I was in the office room just staring at my window, just glaring out into the ether, into space. And I just didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do with myself. And instantly at that moment, like my thoughts were interrupted because I got a call. I received a phone call, and it was my doctor, and it was brought to my attention that